So you're into your motorcycles, you follow all the global race series and you happen to have a couple of these things in the shed, but you've never ridden a real racetrack before. Well, I just happen to tick those same 3 criteria. So today I'm going to be learning the ropes with BMW's RR experience. This ought to be interesting. For many enthusiasts, riding a track day seems like one of those unattainable experiences. For one, you need a suitable bike and equipment, and secondly, tracking is generally an expensive pastime with limited access to circuits. But we've streamlined that process by participating in BMW's RR experience. For as little as $59, regular punters with a full licence and proper riding gear can pick out one of BMW's current lineup for a 15-minute session at either the Queensland Raceway, Phillip Island or our venue, the Sydney Motorsport Park. Picking your machine is a big decision in itself. At our disposal is the BMW S1000RR adventure bike, the BMW S1000R Naked and the top dog, the S1000RR Superbike. No surprises in guessing which was the most popular at our event. Armed with a 146 kilowatt inline 4-cylinder engine, the RR is the pedigree of the BMW lineup. Capable of launching from 0 to 100 in less than 3 seconds and onwards to a top speed of 300 kilometers an hour. Not that we're likely to exploit those values on our first time out. For those interested in taking their own bikes, the RR days will facilitate that as well. At the helm of the exercise is Steve Brogy, a professional trainer from the California Superbike School with more than 20 years experience under his belt. His team runs the on-track experience, with many riders using the day as a springboard into more specialised superbike schools.
It's not about trying to set your fastest possible lap time. So the way I talk about this, today we don't actually have a racetrack. What we have is a controlled series of corners. So a road is an uncontrolled environment. This is a controlled environment. So if you were to approach riding these corners just as you would approach riding any other series of corners you might have ridden before, but bearing in mind there's no traffic going the other way, there's nothing unknown around the next corner, because if there is, we'll wave a flag at you to let you know there's something unknown around the next corner. So you can approach it with much more attention and a much clearer focus on your riding rather than the environment. So the key difference is just that controlled versus uncontrolled. So in terms of your riding goes, it just makes it a little bit easier, a little bit more pleasant. And most riders, and I dare say you'll be the same when you come back from your first session, once you're there, you're there. You're looking for your next hit of racetrack, whether you want to be a racer or not, because it's just so easy to ride the bike in that environment.
Our course starts with a basic classroom lesson in proper braking, cornering and accelerating, along with important advice from instructors on avoiding potential incidents. There's also plenty of reminders to stay within your limits, as BMW will charge you a $3,000 excess if you crash one of their bikes. We then move to a demonstration of BMW's latest ABS and traction control technology before applying our newly acquired theory to the original GP circuit at Eastern Creek. With flag marshals at 8 different points around the circuit, we build up pace slowly, working out the right lines, braking markers and cornering points with the help of Brogy's professional crew. After some time gelling with the bike, we gradually pick up the pace, ensuring smooth applications of the basic controls and more than enough leeway should things get a little hairy. The experience proves that a racetrack in many instances is safer than riding a regular road. You know there's nothing ungainly lurking around the next corner, and the road surface is smooth and clear of debris and wildlife. It's a real adrenaline rush in a completely controlled environment, one which allows you to sharpen your skills and your confidence. And to be honest, it's slightly addictive. Well, that was something else. For one, the track is a lot more physical than what you think. And the second biggest surprise is these bikes. They are stock out of the crate and look how fast they are. It's been a fantastic experience and I'll be coming back the first chance that I get.